Good morning. Today you're at Laster Farm and I'm Tina Laster. We are going to be working on our garden beds today. I know you're sick of hearing that, but this year is all about the garden beds. We have got 3 more short ones to build, and we've got this one 4x8 2-foot tall bed that we're working on right now. I'm going to get that painted up, and then we're going to get that put together and put in place and get our dirt and everything added to that today. Hopefully we'll have our other 3 beds made. They're going to be 1 foot tall or about that, or they may be 18 inches. I've got to look at that and see, but I'm thinking 1 foot will work. And they're going to be 4x8s, and we're going to put those 3 in a line as well. And I wanted them low so I can put my tomato trellis down the middle, my cattle panels, and because in these raised beds that are 2 foot tall, they're just a little bit tall for my tomato plants to be reaching up there and getting the tomatoes off, especially when your cattle panel is in the middle of that 4-foot bed. So I've decided to kind of lower the bed for that. So we're going to get started on that today. So let's go. tiller made the ground good and soft, so maybe it'll help us move this dirt and level this bed. Millie's gonna help me get started. This is what we're gonna do, Millie. We're gonna just make a little trench down through here. You get on that side and come this way. We're just trying to level this bed so we can put the dirt on the outside or the inside. We're gonna just kind of line it up. We're gonna have to dig out and make it level. That ground makes it so much easier. Wheel to level this bed. Looks like Eli's weed eater got a new cordless weed eater he's trying out. Always pull together and help us get things done around here, and I'm real appreciative for that. Especially Millie, she always just jumps right on in there and just does whatever. She doesn't like to be on camera that much, but it's not like I'm forcing her. She'll look back one day, her kids will, and they'll say, "Is that my mama on there? Is that my mama on that video? Is that my nanny? I never did know my nanny." My nanny's old as Methuselah. Oh, man. I think I might get up here and dig out. I don't want to dig out too much because I don't want to do all that extra work I don't have to do. I'm going to come out to this way, so. And then we'll have to go this way. One of the side pieces and stick over here and we'll see. We're already through.
Let me get this dug out and I have to get them. Leave it out.
Okay. But all of our talents and all of our dreams, I believe God puts that in us. You know?
Says he did.
He gives us the desires of our heart. And I don't mean that means asking for something. I mean, I believe he puts the ideas in our mind and in our heart.
What's that screw?
Well, this one has no point to it, so I guess they must have run out on the machine. Run out of the wire in the machine. Because they just feed wire through a machine and then it cuts them and then it presses them. So it's kind of neat. I need to get over here. Well, my Scooby Duck is still setting. I think she is on 10 eggs. I thought it was 9, but I think she may have put another egg back in the nest. I have Scooby it. Here, a little hot.
It ain't raining.
So I shouldn't be complaining. It ain't working. I'm getting back on because we have really been busy today and I didn't video everything that we did today. And we've got a lot accomplished. My battery had went dead, so I thought, well, I'll just show you what we've done when we're finished. So, take you over here. We have one more garden bed that we have painted. Got everything ready to go over there. And then I have some that I have to paint. But let me take you and show you what we've done. We have really been working this afternoon. And I'm glad we're getting it done. Okay. Let me flip the camera around so you can see better. I'm going to give you a view from this angle. I'm absolutely loving how everything is looking. We're definitely going to have to build a wall, and we're going to have to do it pretty quick. This wasn't something I really wanted to start today because that's another project now that we're going to have to do. We're going to have to do that pretty quick because that hill will start caving off. Leah's driving around. But I just absolutely love how our garden's looking. Our cabbages, our onions. I hope I have not killed these potato plants. I really hope I haven't killed them by dragging that water hose over the top of them. I thought it was around the corner of this bed, but instead it come up over the top, and just I pulled it to water the cabbage and it just pulled it over the tops of them. It hasn't broken any off, but maybe it won't. And these onions, I'm wondering if I shouldn't cut some of the tops out of these and leave the center tops. They're small. I wonder if I should cut some of the weight off where they won't die off. I'm going to have to eventually come in and prune some of the heads, you know, the tops off of them, because I do not want them to die prematurely by the weight of all of that green stalks on top. So that's something I need to think about too, and I can always pop those in the dehydrator. Now let's go over here and take a look at my herbs today. They haven't grown much. Now my sage is coming along. It looks like it is putting out several little heads on it. And this is looking great too. My oregano. My sweet basil, it's not really doing anything. I think one little piece of it died right there. And then my dill, okay? They are pitiful. But look in the very center, there look like there's some new little shoots putting out right here. So maybe I have one. And then there's the mint julep. So, and then let's go inside. And let me show you. Let me show you this. Okay. Got my little blue pot here that I purchased at Lowe's. And I wanted it a pretty good size, but not so big that it would take up too much room. I am taking this to my father-in-law, he is in a retirement village, and he used to love to grow tomatoes. So he has a really wide windowsill. It's probably 18 inches to 2 foot windowsill. So I'm thinking that he needs one of these in his windowsill, and because I know he would get a thrill out of watching it grow. So we're going to try that. And then we've got all of these that are really growing, and I wish I could put them in the ground now. But our last frost day is showing the 20th of this month. And look, I do have some peppers that are starting to come up, barely, but they're coming up. But this mulch that I got from Miracle Grow, it has some big pieces, big chunks of wood in it. So I don't know if that's really hindered. I'm sure it has. I'm sure it's hindered some of my seeds from coming up. So let me just take some of this off the top. Maybe, just maybe. That was a big chunk. I hope that's not the seed that I just took off. I think that was the seed, but it would have never come up underneath that chunk of wood. I don't know why I'm buying Miracle Grow or any type of plant starter anyway, because the soil that we're making, it'll grow anything. So I should just use that. But these are still looking really good, keeping those watered. I need to plant my rose bush, but I want to put it on the front porch over here of my tool shed. And see, we haven't got our front porch built yet. So we have been taking the tin off of this building today, because that's what we're using. That's what we're using in our garden beds. But I love the looks of this old wood, and I would love to just keep that, just paint that and keep it. I wonder if Steve would let me get by with doing that, because I love it. And the front of it, if I like, and some of it has gaps, I know, but I have some more of this lumber that he took off the back and that side. I know some of it is rotten at the bottom, but we could put it on here and we could piece it at the bottom if we had to. I just think it would look like an old tool shed. But I still am going to paint it the barn red, because, and then do the white trim. I'm going to put white around the door and white around the corners, and up here on the soffit up there at the top, I'm going to paint that white. And then I want to put a on this side, I thought about putting a swing facing this way. And then on this side, I've got this old dresser that I would love to put it there if it'll go. It may be too big. I'd like to put it there and line the drawers to it and open it up and plant flowers, blooming flowers that'll cascade, or some ivy or something, and then put the mirror up there. Or I even thought about using that dresser as like a hand washing station right here, so when you're coming outside. But we're gonna have that over here with our outside kitchen. So this is where the outside kitchen is gonna go. It's gonna be 24 foot wide this way, and then it's gonna be 12 foot this way, just the part that the table sits under. And then back behind the area where the table is here, back that way, I think it's going to be 12 foot deep and maybe 16 foot wide. But the thing is, I'm using all recycled lumber that I can possibly use before I go purchase anything. So we have a few things, a few pieces of lumber stored in our barn, and I want to try to use all that up before it rots or something happens to it. And they're long 2x6s and 2x8s and things like that. She is having fun over there, I'm telling you. But I would like to put our grill and, you know, like to put our grill, get a Blackstone, a small refrigerator, and then I have this 6-foot fish aquarium in our garage, and he bought it for me. Oh Lord, he bought it for me for Christmas probably 6 to 8 years ago. It's been a while, and it's still got everything in it, the kit. It's got the stand it stands on, all of that. But I think I'm gonna have him take it. It's a 125-gallon tank, I think. I want to put it, or maybe 150, I'm not sure. It's pretty big. I want to build it in the wall above the bar, and I want to put a TV out here, and so we can do movie night. Also have my father-in-law's popcorn popper. I thought about moving it out here, but the back part of it's going to be one solid wall, and then it's going to have a couple of maybe 6-foot walls on the right and the left side. I would like to put a small bathroom, you know, with a toilet and a sink out here. And if I can figure out, or well, I know Steve can do it, is if I could talk him in to letting me put it out here is the thing, because we'll just have to see if I can talk him into it. I would love to put an outside bathroom so we could have family events out here and church events, and we won't have to have our house open. You know, we can have everything out here and have our bathroom and everything, our picnics and all that. And eventually I'm gonna have, you know, people come out on the farm, and we might do some cooking out here for some of my shows. So I would love to do that. So I've got a lot of ideas. It's just us taking the time to do them all. But that's just kind of my thoughts. Now it may change, and I have three. I have 3 humongous chandeliers in our garage. They're just an old brass chandelier. They're probably 3 foot wide. They came out of an old church, and I bought them from a friend of mine. And I haven't done anything with them. My intent was to save them for a wedding venue, and I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to wait and concentrate on my kids getting through school, and then who knows what I'll do in the future. But I really wanted to concentrate on getting our backyard organized and getting everything together. But I have these chandeliers, and some people say brass is coming back, but I'm not gonna, if I use them out here, I will not keep them brass. I will spray them black. So I'm thinking about maybe putting 1 under this, or maybe 2 above the table, but they are huge and it would put out a lot of light. So I don't know if I want, you know, that bright out here, but you know, it would be fun. We could do birthday parties out here. We would have a lot of options. You know, we could who knows what we're gonna do out here. But anyway, the sun is about to go down, and I really hate to go inside, but I know I need to because it's getting late and got to get supper going. But it's been a wonderful day out here, and we have took a lot of time to sit out here and just rest and enjoy this beautiful day. Even though we were working a lot, we still took some time to sit down and have a little picnic out here with the kids. And Millie and Liz helped paint some, Eli weed-eated, and Liz ended up mowing the yard and picking up sticks. And so they just jumped in here today and really helped out around the place. So I was happy that they just wanted to get outside. So anyway, I thank you for joining me here today at Laster Farm, and I can't wait for you to come back and us get started on something else. So God bless you until next time. Bye.